This time for Africa.
Hello, fight fans. This is Matthew from Knockout Chaos Boxing. Today, the Knockout Chaos Boxing community is reflecting on the UFC upcoming bout between Israel Adesanya, the former Nigerian UFC middleweight superstar champion, and Dricus Du Plessis, the current South African defending undefeated UFC superstar middleweight champion. Two African giants were about to square off in the octagon in the month of August this year in Perth, Australia, even though we believe this fight should happen in some way in Africa. Nonetheless, fight fans, this bout is the most anticipated bout in the UFC history at the moment and has been announced and confirmed by the UFC CEO, Dana White, who was in a way taken aback by Israel Adesanya spilling the beans about this fight ahead of him on social media, in his dreadful anticipation to return to the octagon and make a strong statement. In his post, the former UFC superstar champion did not mince his words and deliver a strong message on his determination and assurance to dethrone the current defending champion on the 17th of August 2024. This is what he had to say. I quote, "The sun of Africa is the same sun that lights up our planet. The sun will set and rise again until you walk into it. The sun, enjoy while it shines. Darkness falls when it's gone." End of quote. Fight fans, there's no doubt about Israel Adesanya's intention coming to this fight. This bout is all the more exciting as Dana White recently announced that the middleweight title will be on the line. But there is more into this fight apart from the belt being up for grabs. Both fighters will have to settle their scores over their ongoing feud, which broke up during their face-off in Dricus Du Plessis' title fight, as the newly crowned UFC middleweight superstar champion rejected Israel African identity, who literally fights under the New Zealand flag, not the Nigerians, claiming to be the only African son who fights for Africa and trains on African soil. Fight fans, this is one of the reasons why this upcoming bout is drawing so much interest and attention among the UFC fans, with only one question in everyone's mouth: who will be victorious? Fight fans, this is a must-watch fight. It is a fight of the year. The African continent will be once again on the map to rewrite its own history in the UFC. It is a fight which goes beyond human imagination, where the four forces of nature, water, air, fire, and earth, which the former Nigerian UFC middleweight superstar champion represents in his nickname, the Last Stylebender, inspired by an animated cartoon series, Avatar, the Airbender, which captures this five-time title defender's philosophy. These four forces will attempt to combine on the 17th of August to destroy the sleeping effects of Steel Knocks, a nickname coined by Dricus Du Plessis' brother to epitomize the current defending undefeated superstar champion's ability to put his opponent to sleep by vicious knockouts or submissions. Away from spiritual, cosmic, chemical, or metaphysical considerations, both fighters will have to build on their mental, physical abilities and skills and conditioning to be victorious on the 17th of August. The South African powerhouse, the current UFC superstar middleweight champion Dricus Du Plessis, better still, Steel Knocks, is currently training hard at his gym in Pretoria ahead of this bout and fully understands the historical impact of a potential victory over the Last Stylebender, as he has become the pride of the whole nation of South Africa, very eager to see once again one of their own and the pinnacle of the UFC middleweight top ranking. His middleweight world title fight victory over Sean Strickland at UFC 297 in Toronto, Canada on the 21st of January earlier this year did not seem to have fully convinced a lot of UFC fans, as the fight ended in a split decision win to his advantage. His steel knocks effect did not seem to have worked perfectly well to result in a knockout or in a brutal submission of his opponent. This upcoming bout, therefore, appears to be, for the current first-time defending champion, a lifetime opportunity to make an emphatic statement and finally establish himself as the indisputable middleweight superstar champion of the world. For the current defending champion to secure an impressive victory on the 17th of August 2024, he will have to capitalize more on his physical strength. Imposing more wrestling on the canvas will be one of his best keys to victory, as these areas appear to be one of the weakest points of the former UFC superstar champion, the last stylebender. Another key to victory for the current defending champion will be to use his jabs a bit more during this fight and develop effective defensive techniques to avoid his opponent's jab. His defense in this area during his title fight was simply non-existent, as most of his opponent's jabs were landing straight on his face. This could have resulted on a bad day in a stoppage, considering the serious damage he was taking in his left eye. The last key to victory for the current defending undefeated champion will be to utilize his high kicks and 1-2 combinations on Israel Adesanya and manage his gas tank well during the whole fight. He has been associated very often with not having enough gas tank to carry out his strength and power throughout the fight. These three keys to victory, if applied scientifically on the 17th of August 2024, could be decisive and enable the current defending undefeated UFC superstar champion to defeat Israel Adesanya, whose insatiable thirst for victory and glory on the fight night is beyond compare. In fact, after his disappointing loss in a unanimous decision to Sean Strickland in a performance that was deemed by most UFC fans as one of the worst in his career, the last stylebender has been moving mountains in the gym to make sure he's ready on the night. He is eager to prove to the world that he still has enough left in his tank to be the UFC middleweight superstar champion once again. The former Nigerian UFC superstar middleweight champion, as we speak, is meticulously reviewing every aspect of his game, from his nutrition, conditioning, strength, to his punching and kicking power. However, there are key specific areas in which we believe he needs to improve on to secure a mind-blowing victory over Sticknuts on the 17th of August 2024. One of the keys to this victory would be to avoid every wrestling maneuver with Dricus Du Plessis, who in our humble opinion seemed to be physically stronger, and keep him at bay all night long with a stiff punishing jab. The second important key to Israel's success in this fight would be to avoid some of the deadly high kicks from Du Plessis and his 1-2 combinations, as the current defending undefeated superstar champion carries out power in every aspect of his stature. The last key to Adesanya's victory will be to build on his experience and use all his mixed martial arts techniques, including front, push, high elbow kicks, and more importantly, as put earlier, he will have to try as much as he can to stay far away from every physical wrestling with steel knocks. That being said, the Knockout Chaos boxing community can only wish good luck to both fighters. May the best man win on the night. Fight fans, we have now come to the end of our video. Thanks for being with us till the end. We hope you enjoy our perspective on this one. More importantly also, do not forget to share your comments in the comment section and subscribe to support our channel, and turn on the notification button so that you are informed whenever we drop a new content. Thank you once again for your company, and see you on the fight night. Till then, stay safe with your family. Peace.
This is Africa. This time for Africa.